Hello guys, it's Highland Manga here and welcome to the Manga Worldwide tag video, and I'm so thankful to be joined with Prattay. We are two kind of new manga tubers and we've just been chatting and it's been so interesting to learn about our experience with manga and how our country and culture views manga differently. So we came up with this idea, we wanted to get together and chat about we have 5 or 6 questions we want to ask each other about manga in our countries, and basically anyone else can do this. So if you are watching this and you want to answer the questions and put a video up, please be sure to let us know and we'll definitely check it out. It would be so amazingly cool if so many countries from across the world were to make this video. It would just be so interesting to see how they compare. So without further ado, I'll let you introduce your channel.
Uh, Hello everyone, this is me Prattay, and my channel's name is Prattay YTer. YTer stands for YouTuber. That's just a lazy name, but yeah, Prattay. I am an Indian, and in India, manga is not so famous. So I started this channel few months back. This channel was basically a vlog channel, but I got interested in manga, so I thought I should share this with my Indian people, that this kind of stuff is there in India. And yeah, so this is my channel, and I do manga things and manga house. That's it.
Nice. So you've answered the first question, which is where are you from? And so I'll answer that as well. I'm from a wee town in Scotland. If you don't know, not like I mention it all the time. We'll move on to the second question now. So where do you actually buy your manga? So if you want to start off with just kind of on local stores, and then if there's online sites available as well in your country.
So in my area, there are no manga shops and library also, but in big cities like Delhi, Mumbai, there are few libraries and cafes for mangas, and obviously there are big stores who are selling mangas. But mostly the big threes are mostly popular in India, like Naruto, Bleach, and the new big threes like My Hero Academia and all. So yeah, and where I buy manga is mostly from Amazon, Flipkart, and recently there one site has been launched in India that's called Comic Clan. It's specially meant for the collectors who are collecting comic books or manga. They have a direct tie-up with Viz Media and Dark Horse, so it's super easy to get whatever title you want, because in India all titles are not available. As I told, the most famous ones are only there because the shops has to gain their profit also. So yeah, the Comic Clan
kind of thing
is the new site where we buy it. It's been 1 year since they have launched the site, and it's been great. They take 1 month to deliver, but the delivery and the product they give is top notch. So we are really grateful to them. And I personally buy from Amazon and Flipkart. And for the second-hand mangas, I use OLX. The eBay site has been closed down. I don't know why. It's been 1 year since eBay has been closed down, and whenever we open the eBay, they said we are coming up with new thing. Probably they will come in future, but for now it's closed. So for second hand we use OLX or Quicker. Yeah, that's it. What about you?
Yeah, I just assumed eBay was something that was everywhere, but yeah, that's really interesting. So on the high street, there's maybe 3 main chains in the UK or Scotland. So the main one is Forbidden Planet. That is the best one-stop place to go for manga. It's basically just this shop. There's only around 20 in the whole of the UK, so they're only in cities, and I'm lucky enough to live between one in Glasgow and one in Edinburgh. So they only sell kind of comics, graphic novels, pop figures, everything geeky. And if you watch my latest vlog, you'll have seen they've got a really good manga selection. The other two high street retailers are Waterstones, which is just a big bookshop, and they normally have a kind of slightly smaller manga section, and also WH Smith, which is of course a big, really old book shop chain in the UK, and they have like online stores as well, so you can normally find a bit of manga there too. Um, Online, I would use places like Amazon, Book Depository, uh, and then for second-hand stuff, we have World of Books and of course eBay, and Abe Books is a site as well, which you kind of tend to get ex-library books from that site. So yeah, there's actually a huge range of places you can get it in the UK. Luckily, so yeah, that's cool.
So you guys don't have Barnes and Nobles there?
No,
Barnes and
that's
Noble.
just American, I think.
But I have heard that's the most popular chain in foreign countries for mangas. I see most of the blogs, so there's no Barnes and Nobles there.
Nope, that's just an American chain of bookstores, I guess. Yeah, a lot of people heard of Barnes. A lot of people speak about Barnes and Noble as well. I hear. Yeah.
One offer for to get one free.
Yeah.
For mangas, right?
So Forbidden Planet has buy two get one free just on constantly. Like it's not a sale. That's just their standard price tag for manga because they have to stay competitive.
It's constant.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's why it's the place to go if you're lucky enough to live near a city in the UK which has one.
Okay, so next question is from me. Does your country publish manga?
So Scotland does not publish manga, although I would love a Scottish slang version of any manga series to be published. That would be amazing. But so the only thing is Viz Media UK. I guess they have a base in London, and they publish stuff from there. But all the big series like from Yen Press, Vertical, Dark Horse, we have to import them from America. So normally the price is kind of bumped up maybe by £1 or £2 because you've had to pay for the shipping. So Viz Media is a lot cheaper to buy here than all other publishers from America. What about you? I'm assuming there's not many publishers in India.
No. There is no manga publishing company in India, but there was a manga from Osamu Tezuka that's called Buddha.
Yeah. I haven't read it, but I've heard it's good.
Yeah. The Buddha is basically based on India, right? His origin is from India. So one company is there. They decided to publish that manga in India. But the problem is that the authentic manga we read from right to left, but they have made that in a comic style,
Oh yeah, I hate it when people do that.
But that's the main problem. Buddha is a Dark Horse version also. Yeah. I just saw Loali's post on Twitter. That's the Dark Horse version, and what I have is the Indian version.
Oh, cool.
And they have made it like a comic. That's too annoying.
Now I want to go back to kind of growing up in India. So what was your kind of childhood or kind of school life experience like surrounding manga? Was there anyone talking about it?
No manga, only anime. But anime, nobody knew it was anime basically. Beyblade, Pokemon, Dragon Ball were the ones which were airing that time in Cartoon Network and Toonami. And we used to watch that. And nobody knew that it's called manga. But Dragon Ball Z and Beyblade have a huge fan base in India. Huge.
Yeah.
Everyone, if you browse through the Indian anime channels, even my one, if you go to my channel, the background cover image, you can find Goku.
Stuff. Yeah.
So if you go search Indian anime channels, most of them will have the icon of Dragon Ball Z. So it has a separate fan base in India. I don't know how it got so famous in India, but yeah, if you will ask anyone what introduced you to this anime world, then they will probably tell the Dragon Ball Z.
Oh.
And for me, it was Naruto and Beyblade.
Interesting. I've never I've never watched Dragon Ball. I've never read it. I know it's very nostalgic for a lot of creators here because they grew up with it. But I think we had Tsunami. I don't even think we had that channel. We didn't have all the channels growing up as a kid. We would just watch the Disney Channel and SpongeBob. That's kind of all. Yeah, that's all I would watch growing up. There was literally no. I did not know that the world of anime existed when I was in school. I feel like, so I was just at a really small town in Scotland and I had never heard the word manga at all. I'm pretty sure some people may have been reading it, the kind of shyer, quieter people that I wasn't really friends with at school. Nothing. I definitely had no experience of it myself. It wasn't until I went to university in Edinburgh and met my boyfriend who introduced me to anime when I was 20. So yeah, my childhood was completely no contact with it at all.
In my opinion, Dragon Ball and Beyblade got so famous in India because they aired in Hindi dub.
Oh, okay.
They used to dub it in Hindi.
That's cool.
So that was the main reason.
Everyone would be like, "This is amazing!" Yeah.
Yeah, they used to dub it in Hindi, and Naruto also used to be dubbed in Hindi, but it did not get so great response, so they closed it down. Okay. But Dragon Ball and Beyblade and Pokemon, of course, they used to dub it in Hindi and air it. So people used to get much more connected to the series. If it was in English, then I don't think it would have been so much great.
No, it kind of makes it special, doesn't it? If people have taken the time to translate it into your language, you already feel a close connection with it. That's kind of understandable. Oh no, sorry about that, folks. We just had some kind of storage and technical difficulties, but we are back. Where were we?
Yeah. So my question is, how many friends do you have in your real life who love manga? Who you know in personally?
0, basically. So there are. I don't know. None of my close friends read manga. None of my close friends really know what it is. Maybe a few know what anime is and watch it. My boyfriend watches anime and has read some series. Actually, one. Okay, my boyfriend, does he count as a friend? Let's say yes. So yeah, he reads some manga online. But I've never, none of my friends talk about going out and buying some. I've been recently trying to give people volumes to try and make my friends read a bit more. But overall, yeah, I know there's obviously people who might, but I just don't know that they do read because they've not brought it up, and it's kind of like a stigma around here, I guess. It's a bit strange. It's a bit of a strange hobby. If I were to say to someone, "Oh, I'm reading a manga," they'd be like, "What's that?" It's a bit strange. So I would not I myself would normally just say, "Oh, I'm just reading a book," or "I'm reading a new book tonight," just to kind of avoid the whole kind of situation, which I guess isn't really a good thing to do. You should really just kind of up it more and make it normal, make people aware that it's not just this strange weird thing, that it's only just it's not just all porn or hentai, or it's not just girls with big boobs going around the place. It's actually, there can be really really cool clever stories for everybody. So yeah, it's really I'm going to try and make an effort to let people know that it's more than that in the future. What about you? Do you have any friends that read manga in real life?
One.
Yeah.
I have one friend, but as an Indian consumer, most of the people don't really buy manga. That's so disappointing. I tell them to buy, but the price in India for each volume is too high. As I told in my videos also, but mostly they read online, and obviously they don't read on a illegal site. They use illegal sites like Manga Rock.
Oh no.
I'm totally against that. That's the main problem here, and only one friend who reads manga, and recently I've sold him one manga from my collection. That's Bleach 3-in-1 Volume 1. So that is his first physical copy of a manga. Yeah, and after making this channel, I've made lots of friends. One is a manga tuber, but he stopped making videos few months back. He got uh, he was not getting that response. He was not getting any subscribers, so he stopped making. In my Q&A video, I told him that please come back. In this genre, we don't get so much subscribers. The most subscribed channel is Insidious Reels, and he has only 17,000 subs, right?
Oh, I know, yeah.
So it's like a hobby. So it's like a hobby. We should continue this.
Of course, yeah.
And
yeah, exactly. I agree. Like, I didn't make this channel so I could get 1 million subscribers. I just made it so I could make 100 really good friends. I'd rather
build a friendship through this manga. So that's the thing. That's the beauty of this community. That despite of the country, the language, they connect each other. That's the beauty, and I'm super glad that I'm a part of this.
Awesome stuff. I'm gonna give you one more important question, and that's, what does your family think of manga? Are you reading manga?
Garbage.
Really? Your whole family?
Yeah, they blame them because it's all my fault. From childhood, I was fond of collecting things. So I used to collect something like, I have a big collection of Hot Wheels. Then I'm a fickle-minded guy, so I don't continue that thing. I just stop. It depends on my mood. So I used to collect Hot Wheels. Then suddenly I stopped. Then started collecting Beyblades, the Fun School Beyblades. Then I started collecting comic books, and yeah, I'm collecting comic books as well right now also. But
cool.
Manga is my main priority right now. So totally my fault that they think I waste my money, I waste my pocket money. But in India, every month we celebrate some other festival. So I get from my relatives, I get my pocket money for the. So I spend all of that in manga. So my parents get angry. So that's a waste of money, thing like that.
So, that's a shame. I'm sorry to hear that.
And
you just need to tell them how amazing,
about you?
How much joy and happiness it brings to you. You should persuade them that it's definitely not a waste of money. So it's a bit. My family's a bit mixed. So my mum is just really supportive. She doesn't know what it is really. She's like, oh, they're just comic books backwards. And my brother, he's just a complete, like, that's fucking nonce patter. Or, he's like, oh, you're a paedophile reading that. So he's very not supportive. Maybe that's just a brother thing. They're just going to be against you at all times. But my brother's definitely hits out with all the names, calling me a weeb and all this. My gran is 86 years old, and she recently came to look at my collection, and well, not for that reason, she just came to visit me. And she was just amazed. She was just like, how did these come from Japan? And I was like, no, they didn't come from Japan. They've been translated. And she was like looking at the cover, and she was like, oh, Hannah, this cover's been printed upside down and back to front. You'll need to send that back. And I was like, no, that's what it's supposed to be like. but then she was like, "Oh, these look amazing, like on my shelf and things." So she was like really, really supportive. She thought it was like a really nice hobby to have. She collects things as well. She's like an avid stamp collector, so apparently I've got my collecting gene from her. But yeah, overall, I'd say my family is very supportive. Even if my friend, like overall in Scotland, um, and friends and things don't really know what it is. But yeah, so it's quite nice that my family is supportive. Definitely.
Surprise question from my side to you. Do you have any plans to learn Japanese in the future?
Oh.
Because Japanese volumes are really cheap.
I know.
So
I'm so jealous.
for that reason or something.
Yeah, so you'd be able to read so many different series. I actually have started learning to learn Japanese. I maybe only spent like 3 months on it or something. I know like all the symbols, what they mean. I don't know any kanji, but I know the two symbols and things. And so it's very, very, very basic. Hello, goodbye, and everything. But I really should get back into it because I'm actually going to Japan in August for 2 weeks.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Me and my boyfriend are going to Kyoto for 2 weeks, so I really should pick it up. Would you ever learn Japanese?
Yeah, I want to. I just saw Manga Hoarder. She's learning Japanese, and she just a few days back I saw a tweet that she's learning Japanese as the Japanese volumes are way cheaper and the variety we get in Japanese volumes are great. So I will be getting into Japanese.
Yeah.
Because in our because I'm going to start my first year of college, and they have got the segment where we can choose any foreign language to learn. So I will be choosing Japanese.
Oh,
they have French, Spanish, and all that, but I will choose Japanese. So yeah, from there I will start.
Awesome.
My Japanese.
Well, good luck with that. It looks a really, really difficult one to learn.
Thank you.
Okay, so it's been so cool talking to you and seeing the similarities and differences in our two countries. So I'm going to tag 3 people who I'd really like to hear from, and that's Simply G, who I know is in Australia. Alonzi, I know you're in the UK, but it'd be interesting just to see a different part of the UK on what your thoughts are. And Dender from the Netherlands. Yes, it would be cool to hear your experience as well.
So yeah, I will be tagging Mama Loves Manga, Aisha, Manga Hoarder, and Just a Freak, and Luhali also. This 4. We would love to see videos from you guys, and don't forget to tag us. We highly appreciate if you support this tag.
Yep, excellent. Couldn't have said it better myself. And yeah, you don't need to be tagged to do it. It would be so cool if you were to do it on your own. Just contact us on Twitter, and we will be sure to look out for them. But with that said, thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, and please do check out Prattay's channel as well. Yep. Bye!